Mappy is an old series from Namco back when they were still called Namcot. It started with an arcade game which got a Famicom version, then a primitive platformer in '86, and then finally Mappy Kids in 1989. There's no intro to Mappy Kids, and I don't have the manual, so I have little idea what's going on in terms of storyline. I'm going to guess that both the red and the blue mouse both want to marry the girl mouse on the cover, who apparently has no opinion of her own on the matter. And from there it is a mad dash for cash as you traverse the levels collecting enough money to assemble a house for your wife and you to live in. In the two-player mode at least, because if you pick one player you're stuck with the red mouse automatically. But we'll stick to the single-player mode for now. The point of stages is not to kill enemies or defeat a boss. As far as I know there are no bosses. And the enemies, which consist of various small animals, are little more than an annoyance. The credo of these mice seems to be, "We've got to have money." You either grab coins in the air or open chests that have valuables, and the point is to collect as much as you can. If you get hit, you lose some of your money, but you have the chance to get it back. After every stage you have to compete in some sort of minigame, like Japanese Simon Says with flags, which is a bit complicated since the fact that red and white is written in kanji, and that can lower your reaction time a bit. It certainly does for me. Then there's Spot the Difference featuring Pac-Man, and this weird kind of twerking duel that I have no idea how to control. I just mash buttons and sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. At stake is of course money, and after the minigame either rewarded or ravaged your wallet, you get to spend that money on stuff for your house. You can even buy a sun, which is pretty swag. The control is fine, but handling is a bit different. You run pretty fast and have a floaty jump and can press A in mid-air to use your tail as a rotor blade and float. You can also duck and jump down from platforms, which is always nice. Your attack is a very dainty little kick, and I like how he frowns as he does it. You can also pick up roller skates, which lets you run faster, but as you stop he gets tired and starts panning. Poor thing. The graphics in general are nicely done, and the sprite work is done in a cute style, especially the mouse you play as. There are some jokes in the background like the ghost hood that we Westerners can't help but see as a KKK-style hood, as well as a cow whose tail can hurt you. There's also a two-player mode that takes place in split screen, where the mice race each other to see who can amass the most amount of money and build their homestead, while at the same time making it to the end of the game. The split screen makes it a bit harder to understand where you are, but the handy map at the bottom of the screen at least shows your position and the general location of the exit. Mappy Kids is a fun little game, and I don't know why it wasn't released overseas. I mean, Mappy and Mappy Land were both released over here. All they would have needed to do was to change the yen symbol to $1 and redesign the cover, because obviously it can't have a Christian cross on it. That would be ever so ghastly, even though Castlevania 3 got away with it.